The following audio recording has been designed to help you understand the necessary steps to create lasting change in your life. By the end of this recording, you'll have a better idea of how to go about changing things in your reality to match your innermost wants and desires. And you'll hopefully be feeling more positive and motivated than you are now. I'd like to start with a question. What if you didn't believe everything you were being told about yourself? What if people made some assumptions about you that you knew weren't true? How would you respond? We are constantly being bombarded with opinions, but the only one that really matters is our own. What we believe is what we perceive. Our perceptions color our reality. No one is immune to self-criticism, but if we learn to love and appreciate ourselves and begin to judge ourselves less harshly, this new perception will spill out into our reality. This world isn't as solid as we think it is. Our thoughts have the power to shape our world in ways we don't fully understand. And we can harness that power to change our lives for the better. The words that we say to ourselves in our minds have an effect on our outlook on life. If we say the right words in the right way internally, we will start to see results in our lives externally. And on one level, you already know what you need to hear. If you could advise yourself right now, what would you say? What ideas do you have for your own life? Who do you most want to be? Create a picture in your mind now of the life you want to live. See it in vivid detail. Imagine it can happen. What you focus on expands. The more you feed your mind with positive images of what you want your life to be, the more likely you will create that reality for yourself. Our subconscious mind acts like a magnet, attracting to us more of that which we focus on. If we can maintain a focus on our most desired outcomes regularly, we begin to resonate with the energy we wish to attract into our lives. The universe gives us more of what we are, not more of what we want. So the best way to bring desired energies into our lives is to resonate those same energies ourselves. At the most microscopic level, we are all energy vibrating. The realm of physicality is illusory. Therefore, what we want to change must be done on an energetic level. This happens through taking control of our thoughts and feelings. Your mind is a tool, and when you run it instead of letting it run you, you get to create what you want, as opposed to being at the mercy of fate. There will always be circumstances and situations that we can't predict, but how we respond to those situations and what we create for ourselves is always within our control. Start now by creating emotional feeling states and think of images that resonate with what you want. The more detailed and nuanced, the better. The more often you run through these desired feelings and images, the more of them you'll find turning up in your life. Practice makes perfect, so try and form a habit of doing this on a regular basis. Another factor to consider is intuition. Once you've planted the seeds of success in your subconscious mind by focusing on what you want, your intuition will begin to point you in the right direction. It's important to become attuned to your intuition and to listen to its messages. If we ignore our intuition's guidance, then all the work we've done focusing on our desired outcomes is futile. We must learn to follow our intuition's guidance, our inner knowing, as this will lead us to right action. Action is the final component in making our dreams come true. If we feed our minds with positive images of what we want, and then listen to our intuition when it guides us, we must then take action on our inner wisdom, which is guiding us toward opportunities to have what we want. It can be difficult to know whether something we are thinking or feeling is just our mind reacting to a situation, or whether it is in fact genuine intuition. As a rule of thumb, we feel our genuine intuition in our heart, not our head. It comes from a place of love instead of fear. Something that can hold us back from making lasting changes in our lives is how much we buy into our own fear. It's best to think of fear as an acronym, false evidence appearing real. Our fears are illusory, only love is real. And it is our love for ourselves that can conquer our fear. When we take steps such as meditation or self-hypnosis to alleviate our anxiety, our fear is reduced and we find it easier to take calculated risks. It ultimately comes down to whether we listen to that voice in our head that errs on the side of caution, or whether we choose to replace it with a more courageous inner voice that cheers us on, props us up, and makes us feel like we can take on anything. With a voice like that steering the wheel, you're bound to go further in life. Another thing to be mindful of is attachment to outcomes. Of course, our goals, wants, and desires are important to us, but if we become too stringent about exactly how they will manifest in our lives, we may miss out on something better or more beneficial that the universe has in mind for us. That's why this last step is the most crucial one, practicing being non-outcome dependent. In Eastern circles, non-attachment is part of the spiritual learning curve. One must learn mindfulness, which involves being present in the moment, unattached to future outcomes with an acceptance of what is in the here and now. A sideline of non-attachment is non-judgment, not judging anything in the moment, or what has been, or even judging yourself. Just accepting everything as it is and purely being. The other sideline of non-attachment and non-judgment is non-resistance. This means not resisting the moment and allowing everything to flow. In combination, these three states, non-attachment, non-judgment, and non-resistance, hold the key to spiritual mastery, as practiced by great spiritual teachers like Eckhart Tolle. When you combine this tri-state of mindfulness with the power of positive thinking and the manifestation techniques discussed previously, your life can begin to accelerate at a rapid pace. For this reason alone, it's a good idea to make the practice of mindfulness meditation a daily habit. As the opportunities and abundance in your life increase, your days can become very busy and hectic. That's why it's essential to always schedule in times to relax and unwind, letting go of the mental and physical tensions of the day and preparing for the next one. Even taking 10 minutes each day to listen to a calming audio like this one can help you to quiet your mind and get that much needed downtime your body needs to recuperate. In time, you'll find yourself managing your daily tasks better, and you'll have more energy to focus on the things that really matter to you. It's also a great idea to make a list of 5 things you want to accomplish the next day before you go to bed at night. Even if you don't accomplish every item on the list, you can look at your list daily as a reminder and replace completed tasks with new ones as you go. Over time, your mind will reset to focus on your goals above all else, and this will help to keep you on track as you go forward. I hope this audio recording has been helpful to you. Feel free to listen to it as often as you like, whenever you need a motivational boost or to recenter yourself, or just some downtime to relax. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.